You have arrived.
Hey guys, Kapper here. Welcome back to another land investing episode. This one's going to be short and sweet, but I'm going to tell you this is an absolutely beautiful farm over in the hills of Missouri. But this is a perfect example of why you have to get boots on the ground. First, I'm going to run through the listing and show you why it caught our attention, because I'm going to tell you this place is beautiful. But basically, it was nixed really fast, and you're going to see why. So join me for another road trip, and I'll show you why we didn't pick this farm. I believe it's still on the market, active. It's a beautiful farm. There's no doubt about that. Don't forget, if you liked the video, please hit the thumbs up. We appreciate that. So let's take a quick road trip from Southern Illinois over to, I think it's South Central Missouri on the edge of the Ozarks. Check out this beautiful place, and I'm going to just tell you why we nixed it really fast, so it won't take up a whole lot of your time. Let's check it out. All right, so here's the listing. Beautiful home. It's a 3-bedroom custom-built home, 3 bathrooms. Obviously, it's something that we would enjoy living in. The interior is beautiful. It's got incredible views all the way around. Got a nice wood-burning potbelly stove, which I wouldn't mind going back to. So I'll just run through some of these pictures really quick, and then we're going to put truck tires on the ground for a basically real-time assessment as I roll up to it. I'm on a road trip going to look at a couple Missouri, well actually 4 Missouri farms, but I'm north of Poplar Bluff, actually going past our first Missouri farm. I mean, we were always in search of the best retirement property that we could afford, and that's kind of why we ended up bouncing all the way around, because we learned valuable lessons and a lot of them. But anyways, our first, it was a 120-acre parcel, a little house on it down here in southern Missouri, kind of on the edge of the Ozarks. So I'm going to look at a few more properties out here, see what happens. Roads are pretty rough, and some trashy kind of houses around. More so, a lot more so than where we're at right now. Illinois. I mean, it is kind of pretty out here in the sticks, but I don't know how many miles of the gravel we'd have till we even get to a blacktop. So the gravel wasn't too terribly bad out here. I don't mind maybe a couple miles of gravel till you hit your first blacktop. This area kind of looks like it's been logged pretty hard. Trees were pretty scrubby in that, but so far I could probably live with a gravel road here, depending on what continues after this next couple stretches. Really scrubby. Alright, here it is. Here's the address. I guess we'll go in and check it out. Not sure if it's the drive to the left or the one to the right. Ooh. I mean, yeah, it's kind of pretty back in here, but man, I wouldn't even call this good year-round access. Looks like there's some snow on the trees a little bit. No, it's just rotten sycamores or something. Yeah, I mean, you can't even pass another car on this thing right here. Holy cows. I gotta get turned around and get out of here. Jeez. Alright, so the road just keeps getting worse the closer I get to the actual driveway entrance. So I decided, you know what, I'm probably not even going to look at this one. So I'm texting my realtor with this really spotty cell phone. I said, you know what, I'll probably nix this one. So I had to find like an ATV path to turn around. Keep in mind, this is a public road right here. I managed to get turned around and I met another vehicle, and it was the listing agent for the property. And I said, yeah, I think the access is going to be a little bit rough. And she's like, well, you're here. You want to take a look at it? And I said, well, let's spin around and at least take a quick look then. This is bottom ground right here. This is all going to flood. All right, I'm going to turn around. I think I got a spot here. All right, I met the realtor. Lucky there was a little side ATV trail where I could turn around. I told her this is just going to be too remote, but since I'm here, we're going to go look at the home. This is the one with the home and a river way in the middle of the property. So, but this is the only way in and out, she said. She said it's going to be 5 miles until Blacktop. So that's just not... That's not doable. I mean, you gotta be able to get to healthcare, get to towns. I mean, this road you could tell is washed out probably 10 times a year in different spots. Oh, but it's hard to tell on things on a map. The maps don't tell you, hey, this is a crappy one-lane road here. It just says this is, in this case, Lynch Drive. So here's a quick look at the map. I'll switch over to satellite view, but even if you zoom in, it just shows regular roads. So you can't really tell by the maps. That's really not a good indicator. In this case, Lynch Drive. That's all it says. So we're in the property now. Pretty sure. I think this one's 170 some acres maybe. Yeah, here's the home. Well, there's a dog. Someone's home. Alright, the first place was a bust. It was actually the one I had the highest hopes for. But like I said, from the aerials you couldn't tell that it was a one lane like this, washed out, probably 6-8 different spots along the road, 5 miles of gravel till you hit your first blacktop. So we're going to number 2. Don't know which one it is. I just gave her a list of my top 4 picks. So let's go see. Holy cows.
You have arrived.